All right, so let's do some settings. No, no. There's that.
Maybe 2 minutes, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I know, boys. It's too cold yet. Later today.
I'm gonna do it from here.
No, you're not happy.
Let's see. We're gonna get snackies ready. Okay. Morning. Hey, Janine. Hey, Carol. Good morning, Kelly, Axel, Vicky, Ernie, Barb. So I just set a goal, and we should be all good with that. All right. Let's get some snacks. I'm sorry, baby. It's still too cold for you to do crafts. I do have, I'm so excited. I get to put the chickens back out in their coop today. So happy. So happy. I could stop shitting up my garage. So, morning dust. Let's give them, I could have the rest of these oatmeal, iced oatmeal cookies for breakfast. Thank you. Yeah, I just finished this cardigan yesterday. I'm in my grandma era. Yeah, I made it myself. Thank you. So it was pretty quick too. It only took like 5 days, but it's like chunky yarn. So let's do some chocolate wafers. No, I don't sell them. I made it. No, it took me 5 days of working pretty consistently on it. So the amount of money you would have to pay, it would be cheaper and easier for you to like just make your own. Like, just crochet, it's easy. You could do it. So it really is. Like, you gotta think. It wasn't that long ago, 100 years ago, they used to make 3-year-olds like knit people's stockings. So if like plague-ridden Victorian era 3-year-olds can do it, you can too, you know. There's nothing but wafers on top. Ah, here we go. Let's get something special. Look at this. These are the galactic brownies. Today's toddlers are slacking. They fucking are. Yeah, fucking child labor laws, you know. Sounds like she deserved it, Nick. Yeah, we'll be taking the dogs on a walk later. Oh, God. Brownies. Okay, so we have a bunch of wafers. We have some oatmeal, iced oatmeal cookies. We have 2 brownies. I think that's good for now. Well,
never good enough.
You know what? Hang on. I got these. They had Nature Valley soft baked oatmeal squares, cinnamon brown sugar. So it is, Carol. Thank you. Okay, so they could try these soft baked. Maybe I'll have a little nibble. What's the calories like on this? Let's check. 150 calories, 6 grams of fat, 24 carbs, 2 protein. I mean, it could be worse. So. Could be worse. Not bad. Hopefully Cinnamon won't notice that little corner missing. No, they haven't had Pop-Tarts, Barb. I didn't even think about that. Am I single? No. That's my... That's my man. That's my man. He's trapped here. Like, the trolls will tell you he's here against his will, and he really wants to divorce me.
I am the most stylish man on the face of this planet.
It's 8 degrees out, and we're wearing shorts, so...
Shorts, socks, and Crocs.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Thank you, Vic. Aw, thank you.
You wonder why I'm sick.
Yeah. It'll be warming up for the next couple days, so I get to go down and work on my cabin project. So your lady's gonna outfit a little off-grid cabin. So how could I be trapped as well?
Where is this? You guys gotta wait.
I'm sorry.
Now Tank can stay out in the mudroom.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Can men wear thongs? Yes. No. Get back, Bowie. Men can wear
I like
thongs. Yeah. Of course they can. Get back, Bowie. Stop. Why wouldn't they be able to? Okay. Hang on. So it's 8 degrees. Let me gear up. Oh, it's a tire tanker, baby.
Troublemaking, baby. One, two. Ladder. I am self-sufficient. Sometimes.
You wouldn't be grossed out if your man wore thongs. I've been wanting to tell someone close to me, but I'm scared. I mean, well, why do you need to tell somebody? Because, like, I don't really announce what kind of underwear I'm wearing every day. Is it just that guilt thing? It's okay. It's just underwear. I think...
I don't know. I think they're comfortable.
Honestly, I think people would be more weirded out if you were like, I really love wearing granny panties. Like, if Chris was just like, you know what, them, like, the ones that you can tuck under your tits, you know? Like...
This depends on your physique, too.
I guess.
I like, if I do wear
Granny
skivvies...
panties?
No. If I do wear skivvies, I'd rather thongs or jocks because then I have bigger legs.
Yeah.
The material isn't all bunched up in my crotch.
Yeah, I can imagine. Imagine having, like, a big ball of fabric, like, between your cheeks. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, so... that would be more weird to me. Yeah, the granny panty thing with like, oh, it's the guilt thing. Well, there's no one's making you feel guilty, and if they do, that just means they're insecure and probably in the closet. So.
Just because I wear them doesn't mean I'm in the closet.
No. I'm saying the people that would make him feel guilty, you know. Plus, if I want to do something, like, I don't allow other people to make me feel a way about that. You know, like, if I want to do it.
Be you and be comfortable. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
So, morning. So you would be okay if he wore thongs. My husband does wear thongs. He wears thongs. Hike up them thongs. Let him see it.
I'm going commando right now. So.
Okay, so not today, but other days. Yeah, all good. It's a lot easier for guys to work out in those instead of like boxers, you know. And what? He wears thongs? Yes, yes. So my husband's been a bodybuilder and he did MMA for a while. Hey, thanks, Deborah. So
the less restrictive, the better.
Yeah, so.
And if you're that,
Things you learn on H&H Tactical, like Chris's underwear
If
choice.
you're that insecure about underwear, I mean, you got a probably bigger problem.
I don't think it's an insecurity. You know how society can make men be like, you can't cry, you can't wear thong underwear, and you can't kiss other boys. You know?
That I don't do.
So, do what you gotta do.
So you had to go that route.
What?
You can't wear those certain underwear, you can't cry, and then you had to throw in the last one.
Well, I mean, not...
That's what you do. All power to you.
Do you and your husband have any advice on how to break up with my sister? I don't know. You could probably tell law enforcement, because technically that's illegal in most states. So.
Break up with a sister?
I can't wait for you guys to go back out in the coop. And look at you, Lydia. Already thinking of ways to break out. She's like, I'm busting out of this giant.
I can bring my work van in here and clean it. Noisy buggers. Cock-a-doodle.
Do you share your husband with his boyfriend, or how does that work? You know what? We just Eiffel Tower your dad, and that works for me.
We like running the train on them.
You should hear him squeal. Thank you, RV Travels with Chloe and Derek. Thank you so much for that super gift. We do have a goal of 50 supers for this chat today. So, you guys... And have a great day, Jungle G. Look at these. Look at those girls. So all the ladies that are on the roosting bar right now, they have figured out that the boys can't harass them and sexually assault them if they're up on the bars. That's why they're all hanging out up there. And he's crowing right now, being like, get down here right now, bitches.
Get this, you know what.
Thank you, Joni. What's that mean? You can Google it. That's a squirter.
That's what she said.
Look at this. Lydia. Look at her. She's like, I'm a bust out of this jank. Right?
She's just trying to figure out how to get out.
Yeah.
She's like, I gotta fucking figure this out.
She is. She's like, I'm gonna get out of here. She's been the one that she breaks out. She didn't yesterday, but so thank you, Jody. Jody Quarter, thank you so much for that
The
gift.
first 3 days, every day she'd get out.
Yeah. Yeah, and well, we all know it's the morning nugget. You got that right, Shelby. Yeah, so the roosters crow to be like, that's my bitch. No, that's my bitch. And it's a territory thing. Also, that's their way of like waking up the girls and be like, come get your food, time to forage. But the two boys are kind of doing their dancey dance together. So more so right now, the boys are be like, hey ladies, do you like this dance? Let me jump up on ya. So. I know that's what my husband does.
I do it all the time. In my thong.
And thank you for all the likes, guys. Dances with roosters. Ready to go? All right. Chris is just filling up the water bucket, so now let us ride. A little bit of snow. Yeah. Chris is passing away as we speak.
Nasty shit come out.
Don't break out.
Sorry. No. Bring it.
Super Cynthia Stark. She's like, I'm here for... All right, guys. I know. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for that super... Oh, it's a little fox. Oh, it's adorable. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. All right. I brought you brownies and soft-baked oatmeal squares. Thank you, Cynthia. It's like a flying bean. Thank you.
Frosty babies.
I appreciate the gift. Jesus. Jeebers. Oh, God, it's chaos. Okay, I tried just a corner of this one.
Puggy doesn't care. He shares.
Yeah, I know. He does.
Yeah, Cinnamon, she's a little feisty bitch.
Look at you guys. It's almost like it's like you never get fed. Oh my gosh. Would you like a wafer? It's like here's a brownie. Galactic brownie. Oh yeah. Yeah, chocolate brownie. And another wafer. Iced oatmeal cookie. Oatmeal cookie.
Look at you with the bad head.
Let's do 2 at a time. And then last wafer each. So I love them.
Get the feed.
Them some happy babies. They're like, where's the sweet feed, Dad? He knows. It's time. It's time for the snack shack. All right, guys. You need a pocket full of extras. 2-headed cow. Morning. Oh, they have the routine down for sure. And guys, if you're new here, I'm Kayla from H&H Schmactical. And you can subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Jim. Jim with the super. Thank you so much. So much fun. But yeah, you can subscribe to my channel for daily live feeds and other shit. I have an idea. I'm gonna make a video using some different calibers, so you guys definitely want to keep an eye out for that. I got some extra.
In my pocket.
Okay,
Hold on, man.
here we go. He's ready. Okay.
Oh, mama, hurry up.
Walking behind you, ma'am. Hit me in the face. I gotta put my hood up. There's a breeze, and it doesn't feel good. Morning, everybody. Yeah, it's cold. Phew. Yeah. Brr. Keep an eye on little Cinnamon and Punky. So Chris has the extra snacks in his pocket today. So. Oh yeah, there's a breeze. That burns. That burns. Mama Pumpkin's morning run. And then Chris's shit grenades. Ooh, burr. Once Pumpkin comes, I'll take the water buckets over.
No, as soon as I go over by the barn, she's gonna run, so I gotta hang tight so I can refill the bucket for Pumpkin.
She's thinking about it though. She keeps picking her head up. Huh. Watch out. Run, Pumpkin, run! Pumpkin! 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 Show him the bucket, Chris. Show him the bucket. He's like, oh boy. That trot speeds up. I swear, the anxiety gets the best of her. She's like, but he can't have more than me. She doesn't even finish her bucket most of the time when she runs over. All right, let me, I'm gonna take their buckets down. Waiting for Cinnamon to come over. Oh, Pumpkin got to finish his bucket, and he's getting the crumbs that are on the ground. That's pretty good. Not often he gets a little extra. Cinnamon's quiet back there. Did you get all your bucket, Pumpkin? I feel like your horns are getting longer. He's growing into a fine young gentleman. Wow, Cinnamon's like quiet back there. Usually she hauls ass up. Wow, Cinnamon's quiet. Little Pumpkin finally gets some peace and quiet. Now I feel like I need to check on her. Like, aw, thank you, the Funny Farm. Thank you for that. Thank you for the gift. I mean, geez, I'm kind of like, okay, Cinnamon. She never gives Pumpkin this much free reign with a bucket. She's fighting crime. Wow, Pumpkin, you get to like eat all the crumbs and everything. That's kind of nice. I don't know. I feel like the moment I walk over there, she's gonna come around the corner and like fucking like slam me into the wall. Hi, Pumpkin. It's kind of nice having some peace and quiet, huh? Nice. Did Cinnamon give up? Never. You check on Cinnamon. What is she doing?
Licking it clean.
Oh, she's eating all the crumbs on the ground. She can't have one left over. Pumpkin set a trap for her.
Every morsel is consumed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's getting he's cleaning this area. He never gets to spend this much time.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, here she comes. Hey, Cinnamon.
I'm done now.
He's like, I'm good. I'm good. I got all the snacks. Is that true, little pumpkin? Did you get all the snacks?
I know, babies. Uh-oh. I hear it. Come over here. Come on. Where's Mama got? Over here, babies. Over here.
Of course. Not that you need extra.
You shut up.
That's my hand. Nice one.
I'll be back a little bit, babies.
Alright, we can head back. Brr. They bring back party cake.
You drink. That's just what she does in the morning. Just watching them. She's like, I'm gonna go check, make sure there's no more snacks behind the line.
Good, Bovina. Stop trying to escape. Damn it. What is wrong with you? Oh. I can't. It's cold. You wanna go see Daddy? Go ahead. Oh God. Okay. Woo. Chilly, that wind chill. There's like a slight breeze and good Lord. That is something. The chickens get to go back to their coop today. I cannot wait to have them out of the garage. Shit everywhere. I clean it like twice a day. Twice a day I go in there and sweep and clean and then they just shit it all up again. So yeah. I envy the people who have like house chickens. Like the one lady who has a chicken that sleeps in her bed. And then there's another lady whose chickens have like their own little roosting bar, like in a bedroom behind a curtain. Must be nice. My chickens are just like dropping it everywhere. So back to my cozy cardigan that I just finished yesterday. Tank one's back in. Oh, hang tight. Hey man. He's like, actually, it's cold. Yeah, no shit. Coffee time. All right, so we do have a eviction day. Yes, yes. Evicting the chickens. Their feet are looking good. They've been getting ointment on their feetsies every night, and man, did that make a huge difference. So they can go back out. Plus, our highs are going to be like above 0. Can't wait for that. Well, I mean, like, I don't mind the negative temperatures, but there it is. You know, the problem was before is that the highs were still in the negative. So the chickens came inside to stay toasty warm. Thank you, Deborah. Hang on. Thanks, Liz. Thank you, AP. So if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Check out my videos and stuff. Also, we have a super goal today. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for help. Ooh, morning coffee. I love that one. Hey, Janet. No, it's still kind of cold, Carol. We're going to take the dogs for a walk this afternoon, and I'll go live on TikTok for that. So, but yeah, afternoon, I'm not sure what time, but it'll be after 12 p.m. We'll take them for a walk because the high today is like 26. So, and they haven't gone for their walkies in a few days because it's been cold for their paws. Yeah, the chickens are going to be really pissed that there's no more heated floors. I mean, like, I've been kind of observing them just to see, like, I'm like, are they happy inside? Does it look like they prefer to be outside? I feel like they would prefer to be outside, but I could be wrong. I don't know. If I were a chicken, I would take heated floors. So I'd be a bougie chicken. We are heated floor chickens now. So my plan is, so the coop that I have out there, there's nothing wrong with it. It was a kit from Tractor Supply, and it came with like the interior run, and my husband and I built a big exterior run, so you know, layers of protection from predators. Anyway, but I like now that I've spent a couple seasons with this Tractor Supply coop, there are some things I'm like, you know what, this would be nicer, this would be more convenient. So in the spring, I'm going to build a coop. Just the same footprint as the other one. That way I could just like move that one out of the way and then put the one that I build in its place. But because it's like, what is it? It's like 5x6. But I definitely want something that is walk-in, because right now it just has like the doors, and for me to clean I have to like crawl inside of it, you know, and it's inconvenient. So I would like something that's walk-in. I would like a wall of roosting bars, separate nesting boxes, and then I want to be able to like cover the floors and stuff with sand so that I could treat it like a big litter box. So another building project that I'll be doing, you know. You know me. But I can't start that until all the snow melts. So until then, I'm going to work on my little tiny off-grid cabin. I have the insulation that came in. I have the window from Kelly. I have some 2x4s left over from my last project, building the greenhouse. That video is on my page as well. No, I don't do tattoo tours. So, yeah. So I'm going to work on my little off-grid cabin. I'm going to get that all built and outfitted and stuff, and maybe like do some overnights in it. I gotta get a little stove for it. That'll be fun. I hear that tanker. Jesus Christ. Jeebers. But at least that little cabin exists already, and I just have to like finish the interior. Can you show me all the chickens? Oh my goodness. Also, I know before there was one day we were talking about those living fences made from willow. And so I ordered some willow clippings online. There's a guy on Etsy who sells willow clippings. So I got 50 of them. Dude, all I did was set them in water. I didn't get any special, like, anything for them. I just put the clippings in water, and yesterday I transplanted a bunch into soil. I'm still waiting for some other ones. Thank you, Janet. Thank you so much for that super gift. It's a kitty cat. So I can show you guys what these look like, the ones that aren't ready to go in soil yet. But my plan is to make a living fence around my garden this year. And willow grows really fast, so it's not something you have to worry about like it's going to take like 7 years to make this fence. No. Willow grows on average about 10 feet a year. So that's really fast. So you can have your fence, a woven, like living fence, like within a couple seasons. So they got sent to me. They look like a bunch of dead sticks. Let me see. This one doesn't have much growth on it. So like, you know, this is how it showed up. And so here's some that have some growth. I'm trying to find, so you can see a little bit of the growth right here, those little horns. Let me see one that has some decent sized roots to it. Ah, here we go. And thank you, Grace. And there you could see how just from sitting in water, they grow roots. Now, this is just standard water. Now, if you live somewhere where you're getting city water that has like a lot of chemicals and stuff in it, that's not going to work. You need distilled water. I have a well, so this is nice, clean, fresh, unadulterated water. And look at that. So that's where this group is at. Here's some good ones. They'll go on pots today. Look at that. Look at those roots. And they came like kind of looking like the top here. So, yay. So I'm going to have my fence. And then what's great is I don't have to buy them again. Like once these start growing, and I could just take clippings from these to make more if I need to add to my fence. I'm pretty excited. the things that excite you now. But I'll show you where they're at. Let me switch to Wi-Fi real quick. There we go. So a few of these are, this one especially. Look at that. Look at the growth on this guy. They're doing really well. I just put those in yesterday, and then I'll do the other ones that I've rooted today. So it's willow, Jaden. That is willow. So my idea, I could get my iPad so I can show you guys. I'm making a living fence for around my garden. Is it going to keep pests out? No, it's just for aesthetics. I live out in the woods, so if an animal wants to get in my garden, it's going to, especially moose. Moose eat willow, so that's another cool thing, because like this will attract moose, and they'll be like, oh my god, and then I'll be like a Disney princess. But I'll show you a picture. Living willow fence. Images. Yeah, so willow grows about 10 feet a year. So you can have your fence very quickly. You just plant it in the ground, and as it grows, you kind of weave it together in whatever shapes or design you're looking for. And this is what people do with it. Let me pull this photo up. There you go. That is a live growing willow, and they just wove it together to make a fence. I love it, so that's why I'm starting it. I just think it'd be so cool to have that surrounding my garden, and people make like tunnels and all kinds of stuff. Like this is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. But yeah, you can make tunnels. And people have made like little igloo shaped things, like little tents. Birds demanding attention. Let me find, oh, here we go. This one's pretty cool. A tunnel would be, for kids, Jade, for me, adults. Yeah, like, because I like to play, like, I want a willow tunnel. Come on. Like, you don't have to be a kid to enjoy that. For kids. Not everything's for kids, you know. Let me see. This one. People have some wild structures with willow. Somebody made a whole castle with it. Like, okay, so somebody got crazy. The dogs would love it, yeah. Zoomies through the tunnel. But I mean, like the cuttings are growing so well. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, this works. You just chuck them in water. It works. Ah, that one. Look at that. Look at that. I could have my little hobbit hole. That is so cool. What if I did that? I could just make like a willow house. I could be a witch in the woods. And yeah. Like, how cool is that? That is so cool. Anyway, so I bought 50 of them. There's a shop on Etsy that sells clippings, and I think it was like $50 total, so $1 each. And so far, 100% success rate with getting all of these to root. So, hi everybody. Bear Bear. You must have good water. Oh yeah, so I was saying, Jaden, you can't use, if you have city water, you can't use that. You need to use distilled water. I have a well. I live off grid, so like my house runs on solar. We heat our house with wood. I have a well. I tested my well water when I first got here, and it is, chef's kiss. They can be like a live gazebo. That would be really cool, Deborah. But the dream life, yeah, doing my best. So right now, I know it's January, but we have a really, really short growing season here in northern Maine, like 90 days, if that. The first year I lived here, the snow did not melt until the first week of June, and then it starts snowing again in October. So I have been getting all of my seedlings started. I'm getting my garden tower started now, so that as soon as June is here, I could put stuff out and be, you know, making or like producing things for my farm stand. So at the end of my driveway. How do you get a neck tattoo? Wasn't it painful? Well, you go to a tattoo shop and you say, hello, sir or madam, I would like a neck tattoo. And then they put a needle in your neck. And was it painful? Of course, it's a needle in your neck. It's not a tickle, but it's not the most painful tattoo that I have. So, don't spam the chat. Let's see. Timeout. There we go. Did you do horticulture or self-taught? Self-taught. I'm not a professional at any of this stuff. I just Google, and specific seeds and plants have different requirements, and we're doing that. Took care of it. Thank you, Salong. Again, I already said I'm not doing tattoo tours. I don't do that. I'm not here to show off tattoos and stuff. Like, what's my favorite food? Peanut butter. Where was the most painful tattoo? So I have a full sleeve, and on the inside of my bicep into my armpit. That was the worst. I have some on my ribs too, but definitely the armpit was pretty bad. Yeah, that was bad. I was sweating. I went from calmly talking with the artist to not saying 2 words. Because for me, when I'm in discomfort or pain, I just stop talking. I'm just like, goodness. Nice rip. Fingers sore from what? Let's see. Favorite restaurant? Ooh, right now, Lakeview up in Madawaska. And thank you, Patricia, for reminding everybody. If you guys can send some likes on this video, I really appreciate it. Also, we do have a gift goal today. We're looking for 50 super chats. If you would like to participate in today's gift goal, you could send that. Kayla is oh, thank you, Deborah. One of the smartest people that I know, just because of Google. So, and I think experience helps a little bit. I guess sometimes we get people in the chat that are like, oh, I could never do that. How do you do that? I have no problems trying something new or learning something new. Yes, you, Salon. Thank you. Thank you, Jem. Thank you for that super chat. Super. Does a tattoo on the finger hurt? Oh, that. It wasn't bad. It was manageable. I'm starting that this week, Margaret. So Margaret asked, when am I starting my tiny house? Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much for being a part of the community, Anna. Let's see. What does heart taps work? I'm not sure. I think you just like the live. Oh, that's cool, Jaden. So I'm starting the tiny cabin this week. Today, the highs are going to be in the 20s. So now I think what I might do is I might go down today, add to my video. I might do all the insulation today because I got my roll of insulation. And I might do the cutout for the window. I have way more leftover pieces of 2x4s than I thought. So I can actually go ahead and frame out my window. And I don't know if you guys noticed from that original video. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for that super gift. In the video, whoever built that little shed, they were kind of winging it, which that's fine. That's fine. However, they don't have a footer. I mean, like, they don't have the foot plate. They have a top plate, but they don't have a foot plate. So I'm going to kind of like add a foot plate, almost like blocking, but on the bottom. And then it's also not blocked at all. It's also 24 on center. So, which is like an old way of building things. That's fine, but I can work with it. So I'm going to block it. I'm going to add in like a afterthought foot plate and possibly get the windows blocked. Maybe cut them out. I don't know. I do have a portable jigsaw now, which is really nice. I haven't used it yet, but hey. And who knows? Maybe get a window mounted. I can, why not? I mean, also, they did put a window in it originally. Well, no, probably not originally. It looked like an afterthought. But they didn't frame the window. It looks like they just cut a stud. So there's just this stud floating that's not attached to it itself anymore, and they just stuck a window there, and it's not framed or anything. So there's a useless stud going through the middle of it because they cut it for the window, didn't frame the window, and they just went with the window. It's like, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that window out, frame it correctly, reinforce that stud, and then put it back, you know? No, Patricia, I've known about that cabin for a long time. We've joked about it being called the Airbnb. And if somebody wanted to, like, if you're fine with using an outhouse, if somebody wanted to Airbnb that, I you know, or it might just be like my little like home away from home, my little she shed, you know. Let's see, Deborah, and that's why I always keep my little extra pieces of wood, because you never know when you're going to be able to utilize them. Same, so when I was building my greenhouse, I just made a pile of everything that I cut off. And you know what? That's how I built the doors to my greenhouse. I used all of the scraps from that pile. That's what I used for my blocking. Yeah. And my husband's more of like an OCD neat freak. So as I was chucking things in the pile the first few days, he's like, oh, I'll take these up to the house and burn them. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to leave those right there until I am 100% finished with this greenhouse, because I might need them. And I know, like, my husband's grandfather, he used to keep everything. So his basement was like this big hoard of like tools and nails and wire and all this stuff. And I was like, no, just like, in the end, if I don't use it, then yeah, whatever you want to do. But I ended up using every single bit of scrap that was left over from that project, because like I said, I had to make 2 barn doors. I used all my scraps for that, all the blocking, and they just made the wider roosting bars for my chickens. So Chris's house when he misbehaved, it would be my bitch barn. We can call it that. It's my bitch barn. Incognito Wildlife Observatory. Yes. My husband always tells me to go to the shed when I'm sassy. Yeah, that will probably be Chris. He'll be like, shouldn't you be in your shed right now? Maybe. I'm going to my shed. But I'm going to put a little wood stove down there. And yeah, I think that'll be nice. Me and little Tanker can go down there. We can have our moments. It'll be like my little crochet haven. I never do. But so that's this week. I'm gonna start on. I don't have everything I need to finish said bitch barn, but we can at least get the interior all started. And I haven't decided on a stove yet, because this time, because it's not like a greenhouse shed, since it's going to be more of like a tiny house, I want a little stove that has a drawer so that I can empty out the ash box a little bit easier. The one that I have in the greenhouse, I just have to like scoop everything out. There's no drawer for that. So it would be more convenient. So I've seen some online, about $100, not bad. And then I'll have to run the chimney pipe and everything, but that was easy. Same here, Diana. Nah, should be your husband's man cave. Well, so I will say we are going to be building a tiny cabin up on top of the mountain this summer. That is the plan, something bigger and like more robust. This is just kind of like, there's this old building and I just get bored and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to turn this into a tiny house. So I just do that. And I can't build anything else right now because the ground is frozen and there's snow on the ground. So this will just like, this will satisfy my need to like build something until spring. Just make a, yeah, this is just a project. This is just something to keep me happy, along with doing all my planting and stuff right now. So again, if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications. You can also become a member to this channel. You could join us, one of us. You could join us. We have a Discord. We have all kinds of good little benefits. And also, if we have a little goal of super chats today, if you want to help hit our super chat goal, that would be fantastic. Oh. Chris keeps showing me videos of tiny little white mini Highland cows with black noses, and god damn it, I want it. And then one of the goals of this channel, thank you, Patricia, I can't wait. One of the goals of this channel is to do a 24/7 live stream on the cows, because I know a lot of people like to watch them, and that is something that we have been wanting to do for a while. But it costs money to do that. It really does, unfortunately, to get a Starlink. And then also there's no power down there. So a power supply and then the monthly fee of Starlink, it's about $1,000 just to get it all set up. Do I have goats? Not yet, but I have some that should be born in about 4 weeks. So crossing my fingers. Baby time. Gotta have them babies. Oh, darn. Oh, we didn't hit our goal. That's why it's probably not showing, because we didn't hit our goal. Okay. Let's try this. All colors. We'll do another little goal. See if we can get 10 super chats in the next 15 minutes. Start. There we go. Have a great day, Scotty. I know. Well, my grandmother had goats. I saw a really, really funny video. Somebody had walked up to a barn and it said, "Sorry, our goats." The verbiage was a little off. It was like, our goats have gone away for the winter, but there will be more goats in the spring. And then on the other sign, it was like goat meat in freezer across. Thank you, Wanderer. Thank you for that like. Anyway, that's what happened at my grandmother's house. She had goats. Like I used to go over there, feed the goats, hang out with the goats, pet the goats. And then one day the goats were just gone. They were just gone. And I'm like, where are the goats? And she's like, yeah, they had to go away. And then the freezer was full. So how do you see the goal for super chat? I'm not sure. Jody, thank you so much for that. Did that say yum? Yum. She like goat soup. No, thank you, Giggle Gal. Good to see you. Goat curry. All right, Margaret, have a fantastic day. Hopefully everything goes well. Chelsea with the, it looks like, I can't tell what that face is. It looks kind of angry, like rawr. And that was your first super chat on a live stream, or super. Thank you so much. Tips on starting to create music content and getting subscribers to go live. Wait, so do you have to have a certain amount of subscribers to go live on TikTok? If so, I think it's the most important thing. I'm not in music, so that could be different. But is posting every single day. at least post one long form video once a week, and then post a short every single day, if not multiple times a day. That would get you there, I think. I didn't know how to change the gift. It's okay. It was cute, Chelsea. I think you do on YouTube. Okay, gotcha, Slick. So yeah, just posting consistently, even when you feel like it's pointless. Posting, yeah, every day. Shorts multiple times a day and at least one long form a week. Yes, yeah. I think that would be a great start if you're not already doing that. If you're not doing that, then that, yeah. But if you're already doing that, you just got to keep plugging away at it. Thank you, Chelsea. Cool. It's like a cool bean. She got it. Let's see. Oops. Thank you, Sen. Let's see. I didn't know you were the chick from that Postmaker video. Oh, yes, that's me. That was months ago, too, by the way. Have a great day, Deborah. How old were you when you got your neck tattoo? I think I was 27, 28 when I got my neck tattoo. Yeah. I'm 41 now. So, do you have no, I haven't, Chelsea, but I'm thinking this afternoon I will, because I'm going to go live on TikTok for the dog walk this afternoon, and then we could do this scarf. I think that would be nice. Thank you, Sen. I appreciate that. Do I have any sisters? I do. She's older, and she's married, and do not recommend. We're no contact. Perfect. Aw, thank you, Slick. Look a day over 29. Oh, a troll would come in and argue with you, but the sweater looks amazing. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So I finished this sweater yesterday. It's a free pattern online, and it took me 5 days to make it. So and it's beginner friendly. So if you crochet, or if you know a little bit about crochet, like, you could totally make this. So thank you, Slick. Hi, that guy. I'm doing good. How are you? How do you manage to be this beautiful? So I moved out into the middle of the woods, and got away from all the stressors of life, like environmental stressors, but also people stressed me the fuck out. And then suddenly my skin cleared up, and you just glow when you live out away from everyone. Good. Have a great day, Deborah. Thank you, G. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the sweater. So this is my granny era, I made it. I was like, look, Chris, and he's like, that's nice. It definitely says granny. Oh, thank you, Slick. Thanks for subscribing. Building probably helps the skin too. Being active, and I try to spend as much time as possible outside. So, and my well water is really clean, and it's not full of chemicals. I really do think that has, stress, I think, is the most important thing to try to diminish in your life, because when I first moved here, I had breakouts all along my chin line, hormonal, stress related acne. And then within a month it was gone, gone. And I don't really get breakouts anymore. I did everything too when I lived down in Pennsylvania, being around people. I tried everything, every fucking face cream, lotion, serum, pills, you name it, everything. Nothing fixed it. And then moving here and reducing the amount of stress in my life, gone. That's why she's glowing. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, what's my favorite gun? Well, honestly, it depends on the situation, Sen. Stress is a killer, yes. So my favorite long gun is I have a Henry Big Boy color case and 45 Colt. That's my favorite taking out into the woods. And because I can hit anything with that open sights, that is my favorite long gun. Handgun, if we're talking semi-automatic, my go-to is my CZ75 SP01 in urban gray. It's a 9mm. It's based off of your Browning high power. I think a lot of people mistake it thinking that it's based off of a 1911, but it's based off of the 19 high power, or sorry, a Browning high power. It's heavy, steel framed, so if you run out of ammo, you could beat them with it. But also you stay on target. I like a nice steel frame gun because I'm always on target. And then I think if we're talking about revolver for handguns, my favorite is my Ruger Alaskan in 454 because that pairs really well with my Henry in 45 Colt because you can also use 45 Colt in 454. So I can take those two out in the woods and I could just take out 45 Colt and I can use it for both. So if I just bring a couple boxes of 45 Colt, I'm good for both. So, oh, Patricia, I'm sorry to hear that. Favorite? Well, I've never hunted. My husband has, Guy, but I have never gone hunting. So I could not tell you what a favorite hunting rifle is because I don't have experience with it. So. Mac 10. We have a Mac 10. We have a Mac 11, both full auto. And just so you know, we do have the licenses. We have the paperwork for those. We have the tax stamps and everything. So just saying. It sounds like a different language to a Kiwi. Yeah, I bet. Yes. Oh, yeah. The Serbu is in the hallway, Patricia. Yeah, I was looking for the Serbu, and it was in the hallway. There's another rack of guns in the hallway, so. Yeah, so Guy, the Mac 10 that we have, we put like a folding shoulder brace on it so that you can push it in and have a little more control. But the thing is, with any type of full auto, it's not about accuracy, it's about suppressive fire. It is really just a distraction. You're not gonna, it's hard to hit anything, but it is just suppressive fire. And that, I think that's a big misconception people get is they think full giggle is to like create a lot of damage. And while it can, you know, it's uncontrolled. I think its primary objective is chaos. It is just to draw tension away, you know? So it's hard to hit anything with, I mean, we've got the M2 carbine, we've got Mac 10, Mac 11, we have a full auto G3. You're not aiming that anywhere. We have a full auto AK-47. Yeah, anything that you intend to hit with it, probably not going to. Yep, it's about getting as much lead downrange as possible, Guy. It was funny. We would always, because we used to like rent them out at ranges, and you know, people would come in and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and that," and you know, we would put a silhouette up, and my husband would always bet. He's like, "I'll give you $20 if you can put even half of that magazine on the silhouette." They would be lucky if they put 2 rounds on the silhouette, let alone 30. You know. Do you have flashbangs and grenades? No. So you can get flashbangs, but there's I don't want to say very few, but distributors cannot just sell those to anyone. And while we do have the licensing for them, we can't just sell them to people. It kind of puts you, kind of red flag you when you order stuff like that, because they do want to know, where is that going and what's it for? So. Yeah. Thank you, Judy. Other than close range, full giggle is meant for support and suppression. Yes. Well, think about it. A lot of times they'll go full giggle if someone's injured and they need to get them out. So they need to get the attention away from that area so they can pull that person out. So. But other than that, because like we have the ones that we have that are transferable, those are just investment, and we do have fun with them on occasion. But those are strictly for investment. The non-transferable, the post-sample full autos that we have, those are for rentals. And the moment that we relinquish our FFL, they have to be destroyed or turned over to the ATF or sold or given to a police department or military. So we have a Type 702 guy. So we are a manufacturer. We also have an SOT. Fun stuff. And I wish I could, I mean, I can show you guys things, but I can't. So I found out that YouTube will give you a ban if you touch them or handle them while you're on live. You can show them, but you can't touch them. So yeah, because we were on one live, and the moment that I picked it up, it was like, poof, and then I couldn't go live for 3 days. So. What drew me to the firearms industry? My husband. So, and while I have handled firearms previously to my husband is an avid gun guy, collector, and gunsmith and everything like that. What is it, baby? Your bark farting. I don't see anything. Anyway, come on. Hey, stop. So when I met him, he was in the process of he had the idea that he wanted to open a gun store. And I was very supportive of that. And when he did, I was like, well, let me help you. You know, at first he was a little skeptical because you have to make sure all your I's are dotted, T's are crossed, all that stuff when it comes to ATF paperwork. Because it could be very expensive if they fine you. So at first he was a little hesitant to let me help, but then he found out that I am actually pretty good at keeping paperwork organized and writing legibly on the paperwork. And then also I built the website. I made our online shopping cart and everything like that, and I put us online. So he didn't have any social media for our business, no website or anything like that. Or he had a website. It was like a Wix, and it was basically just a holding page, just to be like, we have a store. So I built the website to have like online shopping. So that's where I got involved. Also, he did teach me how to manufacture our AR-15s and, you know, replace triggers and things like that. So I've learned a lot over the years, and yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. Oh yeah, that Serbu. I did find the Serbu guy. Just joined this morning, running late. Did you make the? Yes, I did, Doreen. I just finished it yesterday. He had the foundation, you had the vision. Yes, thank you, Jaden. Yeah. Well, he had the foundation, and then I had all the tech savviness required to like get it moving. So, but I mean, technically we have 2 FFLs. We have the Type 702, and then I actually have a FFL underneath my name because we were separate for a while when he was still living in Pennsylvania, and I had already moved up here. So he had the Type 702 in Pennsylvania, and then I had a Type 1 up here in Maine so that I could still do some business. I couldn't manufacture, couldn't do any kind of suppressors or Form 4s or anything like that, but at least I could do transfers and sales. Thank you, Doreen. But anyway, did we... I didn't see anything move outside, by the way. I think the dogs are just snow probably. Jesus! Snow's probably falling off the roof and the doggies getting a little weird. But, so I'm going to hop off of here right now. We didn't hit our goal, but that's okay. Maybe we can hit our goal tomorrow. So I will be on TikTok later if you want to come along for a doggy walk. Yeah, I'm going to be starting, or at least I'm going to get all the stuff down there to the cabin today, and which probably means I'll probably do a little bit while I'm there. I'm not doing any of the tiny cabin live because I want to video it. I want to make video to post. The downside about the greenhouse when I did that whole thing live is the only time you could see it was when I was live. And then afterwards, when I wanted to make a video with all that footage, it was kind of hit or miss. Some parts that I wanted to include, it was laggy, so I couldn't, like the video didn't work at those times. So that sucked. And I know a lot of people like to watch me work when I'm live, but because when I was live doing the greenhouse, I really didn't make anything. Like I wasn't really compensated for it. I would end a live and I would have made 50 cents or $2. So I'm like, that it doesn't benefit me to like be live while I'm building something. And then it also inhibits me from making like a quality video that I can post to YouTube and TikTok. So this little tiny cabin that I'm outfitting, I'm going to video it and post a video and do it like that this time. So I've got a question about private transfers, inheriting firearms. So my grandfather has an AK and he plans to pass it down to me. I'm in New York. Would I have to neuter it to own it here, or is it protected? So you're in New York. It is not protected. You need to already have your license, your gun license in New York, because I believe New York State, you have to have that license, right, Chris?
What's that, huh?
New York State, you have to have a license to purchase and own a firearm, correct? Yeah, so
every fucking one.
For every one that you have. So just because your grandfather passes away, it does not automatically go to you. You need to have that license. So you would need to go get that. And then 2, if it does not comply with New York State laws, yes, you have to alter it so that it does apply to New York State laws. So the magazine, I think 10.
I think
It's
they
an
also have other rules as far as
it's
no
an AK.
adjustable stock, no muzzle brakes.
Yeah, it's a AK. AK-47.
I'm not familiar because they change them so often in New York.
And like, can you even have that front grip, a vertical grip on?
That I don't think is an issue.
Okay.
But it's got a muzzle brake, which is dumb.
Yeah.
I think that's goes up the red.
Yeah, they don't like muzzle brakes there.
Now, don't quote me because that's Jersey. I don't know. New York is very similar.
New York is similar. Yeah. New York is similar. Yeah. So 10 round mag, fixed stock, no pistol grip. Oh yeah. No bayonet lug. Yeah. Which the bayonet lug thing is fucking ridiculous. No threaded barrel. Yes.
No muzzle brake is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if it's got a muzzle brake on it and it's threaded, they have to pin it and weld it.
Yeah.
It can't come off.
So you will have to actually, and like I'm just saying, hypothetically, if your grandfather is in New York and in possession of that's a felony. Just hypothetically. I don't know where your grandfather is. I'm not saying he is breaking the law, but if he is in the state of New York with something like that, that will get someone in trouble.
Well, a lot of people in that situation.
Oh, he's in West Virginia, so he's fine.
Like your grandfather probably owned it decades ago before New York became communist.
But his grandfather isn't in New York. He's in West Virginia. So.
Oh, way different rules.
Yeah. So right now it's fine in West Virginia. The moment that you bring it to New York, it's a problem. That sucks. Where we used to have our shop in Pennsylvania, it was right there on the border of New Jersey. So we had to deal with a lot of people crossing over and wanting to buy things from our store and take it back to New Jersey. And while that's not my responsibility, if I knew that they were from New Jersey or going to New Jersey, we would usually warn them like, yo, you cannot have this in that state. Just if you take that over state lines, you have to accept what happens there. And we did have several people get arrested. One of them, this was a huge one. I guess he lived in New Jersey. We didn't know this at the time. And he was buying stuff from us. And he was New York. Okay. He was buying stuff from us. He got pulled over with all the things that he had purchased from us, which are...
talking about something different.
Yeah, I'm talking about that one dude.
He was from Pennsylvania, traveling through Jersey.
Are you sure?
Yes, because he handled cash for...
Oh, yeah, like...
Cash for depositories.
Yeah.
He went to prison. Mm-hmm. I thought you were talking about the one from New York that unalived his parents.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not that one. That's a whole nother situation. We've got some stories. So this guy lived in PA, but he was driving into New Jersey for work because he picked up, he did money drops for like
Depositories?
Not depositories. It's dispensaries.
Dispensaries, excuse me.
Marijuana dispensaries. But he insisted that he wanted firearms and the accessories like full throttle instead of what complies with New Jersey law. He got pulled over. He did go to prison for that. So, yeah.
The one from New York was an interesting one when the state police came to our shop.
Yeah.
But once again, we did nothing wrong. He bought it.
Yeah.
100% legally, but then...
Yeah, did something really bad. Yeah. All right, well. All right, you guys, I'm going to hop off of here. I'll be on TikTok later, so make sure you go to the links in my bio and follow me on all the social media platforms so you never miss when I'm live. And check out all my videos. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys later this afternoon. All right, bye, everybody. Have a great day.